Welcome back to Bladeguard Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the Joytoy officially licensed Ultramarines Bladeguard veterans. You may have noticed it said veterans, plural, because this is a very unique figure because you can actually make 3 figures out of 1. So we'll be taking a look at it here in this set. So it was like my packaging took a little bit of beating when it was coming across the galaxy to arrive in my collection. So here's the front of the box, black box. You see the artwork of the figure, Warhammer logo, then the name of the figure, of course. Top of the packaging, beat down bottom of the packaging. There's the side of the packaging. You pause and read that if you like. And again for this side. And here we have the back showing the ton of accessories you get with this figure, which is really great. 3 smaller images, front, back, and close-up of one of the alternate heads. Alright, so let's get him out of the box, see what it looks like in a clamshell. And that's how he's packaging, with all his accessories all laid out in front of you. Here we go, Bladeguard veteran outside the packaging. And there's a lot going on in his figure. This is a very nice looking figure. Let's take a look at him. So this is one of his first alternate head. Very nice. It's red, black vent, green eyes, iron skull on the front. We have a white stripe across the top of his head, all the way to the back. So the silver cylinders on the back. Some silver there on the side of his ears. Pretty cool. His head can rotate 360. Back and forth, side to side. Go in between if you like. So his pauldrons have the extra guard here done in gold all the way around. There's the trim. We have this white cross with a little bit of wear on it. It's pretty good. For here you have the Ultramarines logo, which is the same type of pauldron. In the center we have the Ultramarines skull and wings with this piece in the center, which is pretty cool. We do have the silver studs around the collar. It's really good. A lot more accessories are even on the figure that you've seen in the clamshell. So, those are just on top of what's already on the figure. So you get swords and all kind of other things hanging from his belt. So we'll start right here. Cross, skull, studs on a chain. We have this piece, gold skull on a red plate. Black wash, white checkers, purity seal. And then over here we have a cylinder and a pouch. And we have a small pouch here, all down in brown with a white trim. And over here we have the sword. And that case looks incredible. Brown case, some studs and gold trim on the bottom and top. Strap is black with the chains are silver. And we'll take a look at that power sword, and he looks pretty nice. We have the skull, the square studs, those are pretty sharp. Red handle, gold on the end. Got a metal blade, power node, silver sword, tip. Pretty decent. And I must say, it fits quite well in the figure. We have a belt buckle here in the center. What's interesting about this figure is we have the PVC cloak here, but it's actually part of his lower stomach area too. So it gives it a really nice appeal. They look like a realistic feel to it. On his knees we have the gold skull, gold knee pad. That's a 3D piece. That's not painted on or anything. That's really nice. On this over here we just have that same trim around the knee pad. Other than that, just normal blue and black wash armor on the lower body. The back here, we have a little bit of silver there where the power pack holes go. 2 little silver pieces on the bottom. And on the gauntlets we missed, we have this amazing cross. So it's been done on like metal. Gold metal, skull. And just have the studs on this gauntlet on this side. So it just has it on the one side. So that's really, really cool. So here he is, front. A lot to see. Here we got the side, the back, this side. And then we can do some nice close-ups. He's ready for his close-up, boys. Very cool. That's pretty wild. I love that knee pad. That is sweet. Okay, so there he is. So let's get started taking a look at accessories, because there is a lot. I mean, we've already seen a lot of accessories, because everything on his belt is removable. And you can interchange it, which is really cool. So quite possibly, this is probably one of the coolest head sculpts, in my opinion. We have a bearded male, some silver studs there, like light brown. He has a mohawk, which is fantastic. The detail here is insane. We have the red piece of the helmet, some silver throughout. It's very nice. And here's that head on the body. Obviously, the head's actually smaller than the helmeted head, which is kind of, you know, very nice for proportional reasons, because you want to put the helmet on. Of course, the helmet is bigger, but it leaves that huge circle across the top that we're used to seeing. And this is the, is this the V1? Yep, it's the V1 body. So, massive crater there. Looks pretty cool, nonetheless. So that could be, if you wanted to buy 3 of these figures, you can have 3 Bladeguard veterans. Now the third helmeted head is just as cool. Look at this bad boy right here. This is super. I love the Ultramarines logo through the gold there with the feather, the fur or pieces there. The leaf, the laurel maybe, silver. That white stripe is there. Very nicely detailed. So there's a comparison between the 2 helmets. That's really cool. Okay, there's the third option there. Looks pretty insane. So the articulation head, I think we did it. Did we do the articulation? I'm not totally sure. So 360 rotation, side to side, back and forth. Arms rotate 360. These pauldrons are on a ball peg, so they go around and around all different directions. 360 rotation of the bicep, double jointed elbows. The hands go around 360, up and down, in and out, all in between. Chest, here we have the back and forth. You can see the cloak here. Very cool. There's a 360 rotation at the waist, but there's so much going on. I'm going to fight it to do it, but it's there if you want it. Thigh rotation. You're not going to get too many splits on this guy because of all the gear. Double jointed knees. Feet pivot down. Okay. Pull the feet off. So that's what that looks inside. It's just on a ball peg if you're interested. So that's snaps back on, if you can keep it straight. I may have to do this off the camera. There we go. I see what's happening here. It's different. When you do that, oh, see the back of this hits this. There's no room for like a tilted down movement. See, that's just like it's stuck there. So there's no down. That's why that pulled off like that. We do have the rocker though. Then we have the toe articulation. So you're not going to get a 360. You get side to side because there's massive sentinel there. So it's interesting that that does not have much clearance. Well, that's different. I haven't seen that before in all my reviews. Always something, right? But it's not a deal breaker. It's just a different design. It does take away from the playability, but so does a lot of the stuff that's on the figure, like the pauldrons and the weapons and stuff. So it is what it is, I guess. Okay, we do get this little piece that you can swap out something that's on his belt. It's a pouch and a skull and a brown box with a chain on it. You can swap it out for that one if you like. But you get options. That way, if you do buy more than one, you can swap out pieces that kind of look different, throughout the overall aesthetics. So we get an empty pistol case, brown, gold skull, silver on the bottom, and then we get another one with a pistol grip sculpted in. It's the same case. Just a peg. It goes. You can, like I said, you can put them on the belt. That's pretty cool because you go one. His pistol, has no pistol in his hand. Put this on, pistol in his hand. Or you can go dual wield if you want, because you do get two unique kind of pistols. You do get the bolt pistol and this other pistol, which I gotta look up and see what it actually is. Off the top of my head, if you know, comment down below. Let me know. This one here. It's just our bolt pistol. I don't know what this is. Got some blue on that one. Same color design overall except for the blue. Drill barrel here in this one through the front. This one kind of a start of a drill barrel, but it's pretty cool. Here you go on this side. It's hard to hold on to two guns, two little guns. This is a blue on that one. Just the handles. Again, so you can go dual wielding if you would like to do that. You can mix and match your characters, give them different guns. If you have 3 of them, and you have a guy with a sword, a shield, a guy with a gun, this guy, that guy and a shield, doing this thing, guarding. Speaking of the shield, here it is. Oh man, that is beautiful. Shield, and it has the white and gold, beautiful sculpted skulls on there. It's just insane. It's all 3D. Silver studs, purity seal. It's such a beautiful piece. The back here we have a bunch of power nodes, the gold trim on a flat black. Here we have the gunmetal handle. These normally pull off and will rotate, but mine's kind of stuck. So I'm not going to attempt to do that because I want to break it. May need heated, but that's an option. Very, very nice. And if you want to add some more aesthetic to the character, you can use his power pack here with this halo on top. It's very sharp, so be careful. These are for adult collectors. Gunmetal vents, Ultramarines logo, some silver studs throughout, silver on the sides, silver on the back, but they didn't have to do that. That's really nice that they add that detail in. So let's go ahead and check our tolerance, because I've been getting various ones and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to heat that up. So I just got it on, so I want to be careful because this is definitely a breaking point. Is those pegs. It's just almost there. But it will go once I heat it up a little bit. And we train those holes to fit the right peg. Pretty nice. That's a nice looking figure. And then you can deck them out with some alternate hands, given the orders. Again, another open hand. This is one of my favorite hands. And then we have the fist hand. And then we have another gripping hand. So you definitely have options to really deck out. Like they say 3 of these guys. 2 on each side, 1 in the middle. And definitely can give them a little bit of diversity, but also staying like universal to each other so you can tell they're a part of the same group, which is pretty sweet. And here he is with Ragnar Blackmane for no good reason besides to say, hey, look how awesome these figures are regardless what chapter they go to. They look phenomenal together at least. Yeah, so that's about all I got. Final thoughts, pros. a lot. I mean, you get a ton of accessories. You have the versatility to just get several characters out of one mold with it staying in unison. I do like that feature. I haven't seen that in any other of the Joytoy Ultramarine figures yet. You can buy multiples, of course, but you just actually go and get a couple and then change minor details. You can look like you have a whole new figure. It's pretty much what figure collecting is. They use the same mold over and over, add different paint and accessories, and you got the same figure. Anyway, cons, the hands are stiff. I don't know why. With a peg hole in the back, there's becoming a mystery hunt, so to speak. Like, you get different tolerances. Some fit beautiful, some don't fit, some fit halfway. I recommend you being very careful with the pegs on the power packs, because those will break off if you push down or up too hard to try to wiggle out, straight. That way you don't break it. Because once they're broken, that's it. They're broken, and most of the figures anymore are getting to the point where they're selling out pretty quick, and getting a replacement might be hard. So I love all the stuff that's on the figure already without even touching the accessories. So that sort of cool. Of course, it's a given with the articulation versus the aesthetics. The more you have hindering the joint movement, the less ratio you have. So it is what it is. It's just basic physics, I guess. Well, I hope you liked this review, and the figure is really cool. If you liked the review, please hit that thumbs up. If you like the figure, hit the thumbs up. Hitting the thumbs up helps out the channel a lot, so I really appreciate you guys. You take a second and do that for me. Please consider subscribing to the channel. We do lots of reviews on all kinds of lines, not just Joytoy or Warhammer. Many different lines, a lot of 1/18 scale stuff, and we've been getting into some of the 1/12 stuff, here and there, to whatever I buy, like especially Judge or Classified, and ones and twosies of this and that I kind of can go in with my Joes. With that being said, thanks for watching. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and we'll see you in the next review.